Bad. Alright, welcome back, animals, including the ones that were born on the way, but those that are born, just go to the outdoors and do not get maintenance training. And hopefully Sora can still walk back. Oh, they're fine. That was a very small injury to the brain, considering it was dealt from a heavy SMG. By the way, John, could you please take our guests to bed? Quarry worker. Go figure, they have good mining drills given where we got them. Trigger happy wimp, staggeringly ugly. Being a wimp saved your life there, Boone. And their lives will be spared, actually. I'll let them go after I take their parts away. I'm also curious how an itchy brain feels. The brain does not have pain receptors, so that's quite a mystery to me. Alright, drop all that stuff for me. It's mine to be had. This is the one part that's a bit of a pain, dropping all this stuff off of the creatures, but it's a lot faster to do it this way than have our esteemed guests, our esteemed colonists do it for us. Gold. The most seductive metal of them all. I don't think I've ever had or handled gold. I wonder how seductive it really would be. The seduction would come from its sheer value. It doesn't look that interesting. Then again, maybe I'd feel a bit differently if I actually had some gold. There we go. Let's make sure it's all allowed stuff as well. And you know, maybe I'm going to turn around to my whole hauling idea. No, Orlov, we need you to haul like there's no tomorrow. Even Nyx is on full-on hauling time when he could be doing other things, but that's just Nyx for you. With all this steel, I could do with making another steel skip to store all my steel. Could do with a couple of them, in fact. There we go. Slag. Slag used to be very slow to grind down, and that made it such a huge pain. Goodbye urns, they all gotta go. And slag is very hard to get rid of. It just, after a while, just plagues the map. And it's difficult to destroy, even. So it was very nice of the developers to change it so that it's super fast to smelt down here, although it doesn't give a lot of steel. If you have enough slag and very few other options for steel, it can be a good one. Boone, fully healed? Oh yeah, you're the wimp, aren't you? Well then, time for you to understand why I keep herbal medicine inside this place. Why is Livash here? Oh god, they became unrestricted because I had them on an unknown allowed areas previously. There we go. The thrombos are also unrestricted, not on my watch. That seems better. Right, Boone. I wish to remove that arm of yours, then I remove your kidney, then I remove your lung, but otherwise you get to go. Amazingly, you became immune on the march, Leslie, despite not getting any medicine. You can have medicine now, though, but that medicine is to remove that amputate right shoulder, remove right arm, remove kidney, remove lung, and then you're both free to go. Became a bit dirty in here thanks to that elephant. I wouldn't mind a bit of cleaning up first. Whenever the game hangs like this, it's either a quest or an invasion. And in this case, it's one of the worst things you get. Uranium longsword masterwork isn't worth it, neither is that. Uranium could be hard to find, but still not worth it. This is all pretty bad, and I don't want to build a massive structure for no good reason, so that goes into the ignore list. It's getting a bit difficult to make John's place here particularly impressive. I think part of the problem is that it's only quite spacious. It needs to be more spacious, so I will uninstall that harpsichord for now. It'll need to be cleaned, the place. And otherwise, I don't know, just some better structures. How did you get lucky with that back plot of land, or did you just make the land fertile somehow? This was all fertile. Not super fertile, it's just regular soil. But this spawned here, so I took it. The other stuff that's not being used is stony soil. There's a little bit of rich soil, but not worth having. This is just very time-delayed wealth. When the Devil Strand grows up, it'll be a big influx of wealth for me, and I'll be taking it. Speaking of wealth, we're almost at 300,000, which is where I need to be. Voomer immediately trying to figure out where more gold is. Tell me, Voomer, do you find yourself enraptured by the gold? There's no shame in it, I certainly am. Fire Foam Popper gets deconstructed for its glorious goods as well. Let's copy this over so I have lots of places to store my steel. Oh yeah, smoothing the wall of this throne room would be a way to do it. That's something for Meowzilla to take care of. Also Orlov, going to Hall, gathering lung to inventory. Well, once you've done all that, please clean this place up. Now, Meowzilla might be good at what he does, but smoothing out walls is slow stuff. I don't know what speed it checks for that. Probably construction. I guess it's a good way to learn construction, working on that. But I think we just need some better sculptures around here. More space would help out a lot as well. The lowest thing on all of this impacts quite heavily on the overall impressiveness. And right now, sadly, it's space. I could dig this out more. I'd need some more fine flooring though, and that's a bit out of the question. So I'll have to make do with what I have. I'm gonna have to uninstall the harp as well, because it's taking away from the space in the room too. In fact, I might even uninstall this wooden throne. It's not very good. Just deconstruct the thing. That'll keep people busy for a while. How are you feeling, Boone? Not very good? Well, once Leslie is done as well, and Leslie is done, you'll both be free to go. But I need the Concord of Ono Doobie-Dab to like me a bit more. 195, that's excessive. What do they feel about me right now? Minus 100. I'm not looking to be that friendly with them. Let's eject one of these masterworks. How do you feel about it now? 183, still a bit excessive. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Masterwork, get out of here. Another masterwork there, just give them the excellent ones, save the masterworks for a later date. That'll bring us up to 53, so that's fine. There, that'll do. And then if I release these prisoners, that'll bring us all the way up. Enemy now neutral at 53. They'll become friendly at 75, which is what will happen when this person gets sent out. Nyx, oh my goodness, I have a problem here. Nyx is eating jelly. Right, because I did not change caravanning to just paste, and caravanning should never eat insect jelly. Too valuable to eat. Typical Nyx. Okay, surprising lack of action from Randy today. There's another issue with Quest, by the way. All your relationships reset, but you need to be allied to sell. You have to find a way to ally the next buyer too, even if you bring all the wealth along. That is true. I'm sure we can figure that out, though. In fact, there's probably an easy way to do that if you set up next to them and then just go and give them stuff. I won't have the tech to just give them pod launch stuff over. But I could always walk over and... Well, it depends who I need to ally, because I don't think you get to know who that is. Leslie's gone berserk. Oh no. I don't want to kill them. Are they going to break this door down? I was trying to let you go, Les. Come on. Orlov. How about you beat them up? They are extremely... They have no manipulation. Orlov, on you go. Aren't you nimble or something? No, actually you're probably not going to be very good at this, but you are unarmed. Now we'll have somebody else knock their lights out. Somebody who's good at melee. And if John does accidentally kill them, at least you'll feel good about it. Now's not the time for the hammer. Just go and melee them. One solid punch and Leslie drops down. Good job, John. You probably could use your psychic powers to knock them out. I should have considered that as well. But you know what? I didn't. Hard to see everything around here. What with all these elephants crowding around the items. There, that's a steel table. Are there any other steel tables? No, I'll deconstruct that one. I'm sure there were some beds that I brought back. You see any beds around here? Ah, there's an excellent one, in fact. Right, that's quite good. Slam that down, get the impressiveness in. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I'll see it when the animals get up and walk around a bit more. There's the deep drill, of course. I spotted you. A slate bed, a good one at that. And there's another bed around here. Activate eyes. There was an excellent bed, in fact. Where did it go? Not seeing it. Ah, here it is. Got taken away. They're still too injured to be let out, it seems. Come on, go and release them. I need my relations back. In my mind, the door opened, John said peekaboo and just punched them in the nose. Well, it was in the leg, but I'll still believe it. Alright, there we go. Get out of here. When even a slave is telling you to get lost, you should probably just get lost. And the slave cleans up. You know, cleaning slave is rather nice. Having a cleaning slave and a hauling slave might not be too shabby. But I'd need another one that's a jogger. Jogger's just too good to pass up. And we've got our alliance back, just like that. They're very forgiving, these people. I'm grateful to that, at least. Lona continues to attempt to bring the Thrumbos over to our side. Hopefully I have enough kibble to see us through on that. This kibble, maybe I should use all kinds of meat for it. Because I never keep meat for making meals out of. Interesting that he dropped all that down here. Did you just not want to fill it with this? What I should likely do is make a stockpile zone right here, and it's just a normal place for keeping raw vegetable, not animal products. Where's the raw veggies at? Keep raw veggies here. In the unlikely event that I want any of those. Yeah, and Darius, I got. Oh well, it was so much for using that meat to make some food out of. I got invited out this evening, so I figured I'd start my stream a little early. Unfortunate for those who rock up on time, but it was either that or a very short stream. This mortar's going to start soon. I don't like that. And John is very far away from being able to use a salvo on it. So let's see, there's a bunch of lancers. These mech assemblers would start creating... Ooh, centipedes. It's not the most threatening bunch I've ever seen here. I could probably charge in all elephants blazing and take them down. Countdown activator, mech node. Mech nodes don't summon more mechs. I'm quite fortunate that it doesn't have a lot of things that shoot at me while we're at it. That's the problem there, Forecast. If I had started later, plans would have been cancelled. I'd say, oh, something really urgent came up. Someone is really sick. That was a mistake. Cancel harvesting these ones. There we go. Even harvesting heal health just gets on it like nobody's business. All whilst quipping with Voomer. Never thought the day could come when I have too much corn, but I've got too much corn. Could send it away to people to make them friendly with me, it's always an option. Okay, it's getting very difficult to make this place more impressive than it already is. The lack of it being spacious enough is what's killing me here. I would need to actually bring it down and make it larger, but it would all need to be fine floored. And fine flooring is not easy. I need a lot of chunks for that. Now I could go out and steal some chunks. There's certainly places I could steal chunks from, like this ancient complex. An ancient complex contains ancient treasure. Break in, gain the loot, but be warned, there are threats. Do we think we could send Lona and Nyx out to deal with those threats? Lona spent a lot of time outside of the colony when I want her to be taming these animals, though. I guess Illustration doesn't have to become a count with such urgency. What I could also do is try throwing in this good jade sculpture. It's worth quite a bit of impressiveness. But again, everything I fill this room up with takes away from its spaciousness, which is really pulling this down a lot. And give it a go, I guess. Nope, the spaciousness is killing it. Is that where I want you to be? Yeah, I think that's where it was before. Still, everybody can be so nice and industrious here. No, that's not where I wanted you. I think I wanted you here. Or there. Or down a bit. Enough so that everybody working around here can see the glory of it. Golden walls, perhaps. Golden walls, perhaps. But just think of how much gold that would need. 50 gold per wall, I'll have you know. Structure, wall, golden wall, 50 gold each. Now I have gold, quite a bit of it now, 1654, but I plan on using that in a very malicious manner. Speaking of malicious, I want to call in both of our friends here for exotic traders. There's a specific neuro skill I'm looking for. Exotics, please. Exotics, please. If I get a certain neuro skill for John, woof, the things John's going to be able to do will not be safe for work, won't be safe for life. Why do I keep this thing open? Get rid of that. Oh, the Imperials sometimes bring nice neuroformers, don't they? I should bring them over as well. Once you're done sleeping, go and invite our fallen Imperium brethren over as well. Clang, clang, clang. Voomer and John are not together. I should try and do some more psychic love on them, but it costs a lot of psi focus. It's a shame trying to get these two together, but what are they like? Voomer is asleep, oh don't I know. How about they have a late night rendezvous over by the Over by the grave. This will be a very romantic one for them. I've called you out here, Boomer. Now look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. You love me. You love me very much. Now go to sleep. There's work to be done. Actually, Boomer does not go to sleep. So infatuated with John, she actually gets up and immediately starts going to find some more gold, because gold would make John happy. Gold would make everyone happy. When I find some gold, I might switch out to jade, though, because jade makes the best sculptures, other than gold and silver, but piece for piece, jade is king, and I'd like some more jade, even though gold is king. Man dropped. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, one of those thrumbos managed to get out. They might try and run away at this rate. I'm a bit worried about that thing. How about... Well, somebody needs to go and take care of it. I'm worried that it's going to be Lona, because Lona's not well suited for that. You go and take care of that mad thing there, Health. Your good range should keep you in a good place for it. Uh-oh, Lona's heading out as well. Not really looking to melee the thing to death here. I'm looking to kill it to death. Good shot on it will do us. Health, health, health! Shooting its hump isn't good enough. Shooting its hump clean off is still not good enough. I hate to shock it. Shocking is a waste. Whoa, whoa, don't use it on Lona. Actually, that can be a way to save people's lives, can't it? You know what, Lona? What's the point in having a sword if you don't use it every now and then? Go and chop that thing right up. It's still within range for you to shoot. There we go. It missed you, and you did not miss it. You slashed its body, its head, and its neck with your monosword. The thing's about to die. It missed you again, whilst you slashed its body once more. And that is the end of that dromedary. Good job, Lona. Now get to taming that Thrumbo. Hopefully that display of dominance will show it what's for. I like this sword. I don't like that Health had a gun trained on me. I mean, between you and Health, you would win in a heartbeat. You have a shield belt, and he would take a lot of shots to get through that. And with the time he takes those shots, you would close the distance and slice his naked body to pieces. Also, we failed to get that Thrumbo. Damn, I'm not having good luck with these Thrumbos. But if it's out in the open, I could always use it to attack some traders that come around, and then we could bring it back, patch it up, and keep it here once again. It's a big winner of an idea. Did you have to mention the nudity? Hey, where's a hat? Could be worse. I could put him up in gimp gear. Oh, how does gimp gear work with nudity? Yes, nudists do consider the body strap clothing. John, I know you love your room here, but it's just too full of stuff. Gonna have to expand it a couple tiles down here, but fine flooring, it's going to be a pain. Inspiring speech? He did a speech not that long ago. However, he could give a throne speech. Okay, no, that's still on a cooldown. No. There's an ability you can get that causes inspiration on people, but we don't have it, and I think it's quite high level. It should be. It's way too strong. Way, way too strong. I need to keep in mind to up and go in about an hour. Ah, James, Randy's taking an outright vacation today. Where's the raids? Where's the mechs? I've been vastly increasing my wealth, and he's not counteracting me. Although it is Randy, he could just be saving up his time for when we least expect it, and can least deal with it. No one remind him, says Lona. I'm well aware that this thing's going to pop into fruition in 3.3 days. I'm just biding my time on it. If I threw some grenades at this, it would really trash the thing. In fact, I think a grenade would destroy this mini slugger in one shot. Although, I could always use our multi-rocket. Nyx. Oh Christ, Nyx is unrestricted. Stay away from the mech. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, he's going to go and get that. Well, fair enough. Is it as muggy up in Sweden right now as it is in Germany? Wouldn't know. Haven't even opened my windows. When it's RimWorld time, it's really RimWorld time. The outdoors and all of life can wait. Right, I have different ways of dealing with this. I'm trying to think what's best. Allies, elephants, a multi-rocket launcher. The thing is that multi-rocket launcher should be kept for a situation that really calls for multi-rocket launcher. Something like 100 tribal right here. Somebody just pops out, pew, 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 boom. Allies first, while you give mortar support. This isn't World War One. Drifters desire aid. They're not part of any faction. You can do what you want with them. What I'd like is for them to go and play with the mechs for me. If they're drifters, I doubt they have anything of interest to me. They don't tend to carry much in the way of gear. A little bit of silver on them's all they've got. Thankfully, we're not weak enough to care about them. I could just shoot them all down and turn them into human leather. It would be more wasteful than carving them up, but carving them up is starting to become a bit laborious. Hey Jake, YouTube scrub a few years here. Glad to see RimWorld back on the channel. Glad to have it back on the channel. I love this game an almost dangerous amount. I think I'll just come charging in here with elephants come tomorrow morning, the break of day. And since Lona has a shield belt on, Lona will be able to help out there. I mean, that's not a lot of scythers. The lancers are a problem. They can make very hefty shots on my poor elephants. And hopefully the elephants don't turn on the mech assembler, so this could be a right pain. Multi-rockets are far more effective on squishy humans than mechanoids. Indeed, and Darius, indeed. Rockets in general are not that great against mechs, because it generally hits one part of their shell, and okay, it will hurt that part of the shell, but there's a lot more to them than that. Goodness sakes, anybody can tame this poor Thrumbo. In fact, Sabs is having a hard time learning how to do anything. They've actually regressed on their guarding. Bad to see it. This particular settlement doesn't see a lot of drifter traffic. There's probably a lot for us to go get. Let's go visit. I wonder if any of them changed their minds when they saw the blood leak from the cavernous mountains surrounding them. Human skeletons drying out in the sun. It's possible. Can't leave them there. I don't care about them, though. At least I keep the place nice and cool for everybody. Evening time, but Health is still out gathering that slag for me, which I do appreciate. Slag means lots of steel. But at this point, I think I will stop gathering all this slag, because I have tons of it now. No kidding, slag fills up the map like nobody's business. Starting to feel like I need to refresh the elephant population. These people are starting to really build up some bashes to them. But the idea that we're going to be moving tells me I don't need so many elephants, so hopefully we're just able to crush these fast enough. Cetor being pregnant makes me not want to throw Cetor into combat, especially since, you know, the brain damage. So I'll take Cetor for following, even though they're a very good fighter. That should give plenty to go and deal with these. One elephant versus one scyther. I think the elephant could win, and we'll certainly have them outnumbered. It's just that auto mortar. It's going to start firing 2 minutes after we wake the thing up. Could be a problem. I'm going to bring John in here so that he could at least smash things with his big hammer to stun them if the need arises. So really it's just going to be John and Lona. Maybe I can bring Nyx. Nyx's chain shotgun and his psychic shock lance should help. Although I don't know if the shock lance works on these things. Well, we'll see what happens come daybreak. Maybe reduce the number of female Thrumbo charging into automatic weapons. They're not automatic, and it was just one shot. Besides, we have our own little female here. It's just they take like 90 days or something to mature. Takes a while. Alright, Lona, it's a big day. Oh, hold your horses there. John, arrest these everybody's. Some people are better at arresting than others. John, arrest everybody. We just had an opportunity arrive, and I will not let this opportunity go amiss. Quick, get in here. Oh, right, they consider themselves betrayed and are now going to leave. Ah, crumbs. I want all of them. John, do you think you could just pulverize them and then we drag them back here? No, if they're downed, I won't be able to... I guess one of them will have to do. Yeah, I remember what happened to the last slave, don't worry about it. Oh well, one will have to do. John, go and immediately trade this new slave away. It's not a slave, it's a prisoner, but I think prisoners work. The reason the other one didn't show up last time was because they were downed. That's what I believe. Now let's put it to the test. There we go. So yeah, I can get rid of... almost got rid of Orlov there. I can get rid of you. I could also get rid of all this gold for a very large amount of honor, which, trust me, does tempt me. Let's just get rid of them for 3 honor. Actually, are they any good before I consider this? Nope. Bye-bye. Now. Now. Spencer's got an immunohancer. I like immunohancer. It's not amazing, but it's something. Does honor carry over to the next colony? I am pretty sure it does. It's hard to be completely certain about these things. I am sorely tempted to do something very bad, but I don't have what it takes. So we're gonna have to let these people go. Still, 3 extra honor for John is nothing to hate, but the other 20-something from the gold would have been nice. You could try and accuse somebody. Do you know what that does? It allows you to arrest or kill or whatever someone within your colony without any negative consequences, but I think it's a waste of time. Unless you really need to get rid of somebody and you're really struggling on making everyone like you. John feels bad because he hasn't killed anyone in a while. Oh right, it's that fresh day. John, I know you'd I know they're not people, but we're going to have you go and kill some mechs. Nix, Lona, John, on you come. There's not good cover for you, by the way. This is as good as cover gets, and it's awful. It's okay for John and Lona, they have shield belts. Nix does not. Nix might just need to hide around here. Whoa, Lona was already out here? Probably trying to tame that Thrumbo. Oh, but you already tried, okay. Well, as long as the animals come over here. Honor and rank both stay. Excellent, thank you. John does have wall raise, you're very right. I think it's an expensive one to cast, though. Psi Focus costs 2, Neural Heat... No, okay, so wall raise... Wall raise wouldn't be too shabby, would it? We can even do it on sand. In fact, I could wall raise to enclose something like this gun. Don't get too close there, I'm not looking to anger the everything. Alright, let's see how this works out for us then. Lona, the two of you just get behind here. Tell those animals to go and attack. I guess they don't consider these hostile yet. Which means I guess Nix could pop out and start shooting. It's these Lancers which are the biggest problem, so pretty please, Nix. Pretty please, Nix. There we go. Now I worry Nix is just going to get shot in the head by this Lancer immediately, so if the others could go and attack, please. Well, thankfully they missed. Mechanoids have been assembled and have woken up to protect their home. Well, that should be alright. We have the numbers, surely. Immediately animals needing treatment, that's okay. Oh god, they did pop out with the centipede. John, go and mash that centipede so it stops doing horrible things. Lona, I might actually want you involved in that as well, because you should be able to mince through it quite easily. It's going to be a big shame if Lona goes down, though. Stop shooting. There we go, got it stunned. So it's going to be hard to take this thing down, especially with two people that aren't that well equipped for it. But it looks like Jimbo's taking care of the Lancer here. None of the animals are oh, Zed is down. And pregnant, and about to die. Ooh, that's pretty bad. They didn't go down due to shotgun shells, did they? No, but there's a lot of reasons they were going down. Nix is likely going to shoot the animals. Go here and flank on these fellows. Especially that Scyther, please. So notice that it's adapting to these attacks, but it's taking a lot of damage, mostly due to the monosword. The monosword slicing through that armor like it's nothing. There we go, John getting up in melee. This thing's manipulation is falling. It can do a lot of damage in melee just due to its sheer size. ZOZ is still the only one needing rescue, which is rather nice for us. Nix, keep on doing what you do. Okay, John got mashed by it. Fortunately, his tough skin was able to sustain the injury, and it has adapted to all of these attacks, which is a problem for us, especially if it keeps hitting John. It's not, though. Centipedes are so damn tough, and these are some of the best weapons in the game that I'm trying to hit him with. I cracked it with the drill arm. That's right. People use the various different attacks that they have. You have... well, let's click on you to find out. Lona. I think it's under here. It should be under DPS. So, you can hit them with your sword. Okay, maybe it's not going to show up here. There's something that shows the attacks. There we go. So you can hit them with the blunt handle, a stab, or a cut. But since you also have a drill arm, the drill arm itself has a drill attack. And I'm not sure if it shows up anywhere. Here we go. Armor penetration 20, reasonable attack. And I don't know how it decides which attack each of your colonists use, but they'll use some of them. And so yes, you did drill into it. John takes another hit, his leg is now bruised. As long as it's not in his torso. If the torso or any other vital place takes max damage, that's it for the... oh, what was that? Jimmy, get the hell out of there. Jimmy? Oh, right, Jimmy's on following us around, isn't he? Animal. Jimmy. No longer following combat. Run! Oh, no! Shredded scar. Jimmy'll never think again. Good thing he's male, so he won't get pregnant, but oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. John, you are getting mashed up there. But so's that centipede. Next, this is all well and fun for many people, but could you kindly go and tend to Jimmy without medicine before he dies? Then again, ZOZ is more likely to die. It's tough. Tough call here to make. Jimmy will be fine. Jimmy needs rescued. Health, come over here and rescue Jimmy. Everybody can be unrestricted again. As for Nyx, what do we do with ZOZ? I think we just pull him back immediately. Go and rescue ZOZ. Oh god, John is taking a massive bashing. If he gets hit in the torso again, he's very dead. He needs to get back before he dies. We almost died. Whoa. Just get away from there, John. Okay, good. The centipede went down. So there's no bleeding on John. There's no... Well, Lona didn't get hurt at all. So I need you to get back and get healed up. Lona, continue the fight. Actually, the fight is done now. Who's saving Jimbo? Lona could save Jimbo. The auto mortar is still not activated, and it's still a wee while before these assemble anything. Let's focus on rescuing Jimbo. Okay, came out of that on top. Hopefully our elephant friends don't die on us. Hopefully they can make it back, but it's going to be another trail of bloody... John, no. Don't carry things, just get yourself back. Actually... So John's life was no doubt saved by him having that tough skin gland. If he didn't have that in, his torso would have never managed to survive those attacks. He's down at 6 out of 40. Okay. Still need to take care of these things, but the threat is largely dealt with. Kyra might not live. Nah, Kyra will live. I'm more worried about the other. Oh god, Lona, what are you doing? Oh, Jimmy died due to blood loss. Of course, pregnancy combined with blood loss kills... Wait, no, wait, what? Ah, I see. The brain reduced his ability to think, so he just straight up died there. Tragic. Do hold him back, though. That was traumatic, says Lona. Yeah, having Jimmy die in your eyes was pretty horrible. Could have been worse, could have had John die in your arms. Put him in a sarcophagus. I'd rather butcher him up for his meat and his leather. I haven't had elephant leather in quite a while. Oh right, our animals did very well in that fight. They deserve the best. Go and get them some actual meds. Especially ZOZ, or else he's very dead. Oh, Kyra's not getting back up from that quickly enough. John, go and rescue... Actually, John's too slow. Orlov, go and rescue Kyra. I'm not going to give people medicine to animals. Jings Malings. I gotta hand it to ZOZ. They took a hell of a tanking for everybody. And again, those charge blast shots can kill in one hit against humans. It's most concerning. Do you carry grenades on you? No, you don't. These things do need to be destroyed, but I think Lona will come over and dispatch them. Bigger fight than I was really hoping for. I'm getting inundated with messages on my phone, which is very unusual. Okay, probably doesn't matter. They seldom do. Despite all this tragedy around her, she's making sure that the The attempt to tame the Thrombo is done as usual. Alright, Voomer, get to... Oh my days, I am chewing through this this medicine. But it's for Kyra, Kyra needs it. Oh, they all need it. Oh, this is grim. I need to make a bigger stockpile of medicine here. And I need more medicine. That was a bigger fight than I was expecting, but what I did not expect was that these would instantly deploy what they're creating. I thought they had to take time to do it. Throwing that centipede into the mix really complicated matters. It let out a massive barrage against the elephants, and it forced Lona and John into action. More action than I was anticipating. ZOZ had a miscarriage, not unexpected. You could even say it was very expected. Starting to think I need a lot more heal root than I have right now, since I'm starting to use it for my beloved animals. I might change this to heal root once we get rid of the cocoa trees, because it's not very efficient on the cocoa trees. Bye bye Jimbo, we're gonna miss you. Before we do, you had no relationships worth knowing. That brain of yours was forfeit anyway, and at least you will be remembered by being consumed by your fellow elephant brethren. We won't forget you, Jimmy. Well, some people won't forget you. Got some people at the door here. Ah, I might even want that herbal medicine. Do we know any of these people? No names jumping out. Oh, it's a mixture of two of these different kinds of people. Fallen Imperium and the Lanzo people are allied. I can't force them to fight each other, much as I would like to. But I really doubt that these native tribes people's war merchant has anything worth my time. Now I'll just leave them be. John shouldn't need much tending here. There we go. So he actually got charge blastered. I must have missed that. I wasn't aware that John got shot. The centipede, he got hit physically with it. And look at those damage amounts. That's quite a lot for a melee attack from something that's suited for shooting combat. But there we go. This should keep John fine and dandy. He could have easily lost a leg, but he very could have easily died. If he'd died, I would have frozen him and gone on a quest to find a resurrection serum. John is too important to die. And yet we risk him in combat like this. Okay, how are the animals getting on? Still bleeding. Plo's fine. Kyra's sorted. Tarthar's still bleeding out. Wasn't aware that I brought a juvenile into the fray. Medical, animals. Okay, the threat is largely dealt with. That's good. It's still bringing in more of these meds to deal with them. They deserve to be taken good care of after everything they did for us there. And some good meds will expedite their recovery. Can't forget though, these things have got to go. They've really got to go. A grenader would help out. Who do I have with grenades on them? Jings, I usually give everybody a batch of grenades. But now nobody's got them. Health can go over there all naked like when we're done with them. Shield belt, da-da-da-da-da. There we go, frag grenades and plenty of them. Alright, no kibble for you. Go and pick up those grenades there. Actually, just equip those grenades. Calmest Gamer says, hi DDR, well, welcome. And go and pick up that sniper rifle as well. It's a shame it's just a normal one. There shouldn't be any risk for you going out here. Just go and blow these things up, health, and we're good to go. That actually reduced the elephant population a worrying amount. Might be an idea to bring in... Oh, might be an idea to train up this elephant calf. So that we don't lose out on the elephant numbers too badly. They're already suited for indoor thingamajiggers. Who wants to be our new elephant then? Someone to replace the fallen? Actually, did any of them end up with horrible permanent brain injuries? That's not horrible, but it's not good. Eyes aren't a problem. None of that's a problem. Okay, very good. Alright, Calf, welcome aboard. And we're gonna have Finn Boy 97. So I was talking about names that people perhaps regret coming up with in their early days on the internet. Is that one of them? Sounds like one of them. Finn Boy 97. There we go. I don't want people sleeping on the beds if they're injured, because that makes me have to feed them, and I do not want to feed them. ZOZ gets their bed, though. That's fine. Ah, flag flares up and at him already. 97 makes me feel old, assuming it's DOB. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling as well there. You know, Igor, perhaps you should not be accompanying Health on this highly explosive journey. But, hey, we'll do it anyway. 2 grenades should take care of this mech assembler. Okay, maybe more than 2. Huh. Just when you think you know how to play this game. Please don't miss and hit that mech node. I want to take that apart. Oh, nice. Ooh, that was a good shot. Must have been injured in the crossfire or something. Can't forget about that exotic goods trader. I do want. Igor! This is not a game of fetch. Alright, try and hit it there. I do not want to destroy these things. They're actually good for salvage. Igor, no. Alright, done and done right. Go and re-equip your sniper rifle. Pick up those frag grenades. Deconstruct these. You are on deconstruction duty, right? And then there's a lot that I would like you to haul back here. Well, maybe not a lot, but there are things. Ooh! A couple of reinforced barrels pop out of one of those. That I didn't know. Yeah, I can see why you're not often on construction. Hey, Boomer, how's it going? Jinx, you don't get a lot out of these, do you? But plasteel is rare, so go figure. Go and haul this stuff, and then out you go. Excellent. ZOZ is still a problem here for us, but ZOZ will heal up just fine. They may have had a miscarriage, but they've had plenty of babies that we don't know of because we sent them out. Even Tarthar's fully healed? Ah, lovely. Just lovely. The dog can't help run into the crossfire. He's just very We do not appreciate that kind of stuff around here. Well, I don't, and that's what matters. Are we allowed to I've heard about it several dozen times already. I understand it's the first time you've asked, but it's the several time I've heard. Anyway, it got announced. I don't have anything to say about it because there was nothing shown. It was a cinematic reveal, not a gameplay reveal, and I couldn't be much less interested in that. Alright. Oh, right, that's the Confederation of Beggars that we didn't care about. It's worrying to me that they're still on the map. Now, where are those Concordos at? John is sadly very injured, and will have a hard time actually talking to them, I think. But he's probably still our best trade price improver guy. So on you go, John. You're still going to have to do the talking for the crew. Intense pain. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Shame about the death of an elephant, but that brain damage was already beyond what we could handle. I think we're going to give Voomer this, yeah, Voomer can have a good view of this statue as well, because Voomer's going to spend a lot of time trying to find us some gold. And I want more gold, but I also want more jade. Jade is good. No, I'm not... The bot is getting removed once this thing is done. I don't like having a bot around. It's just the lesser of evils right now. I do greatly anticipate Frostpunk 2, but I can't base much assumptions off of a cinematic trailer, and especially when there's no release date, and even the screenshots didn't show any gameplay. Recht. What do they have for me? Well, what do I have for them? First off, a bunch of elephant calves. Let's dispose of those. We'll keep Finn Boy. Finn Boy. M&M. What do they have for me? These are meant to be the fancy people. Blinding Pulse. I think I have that. Mining, shooting. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check. Does John already have Blinding Pulse? Stun. Beacon. Vertigo Pulse. That's what I was thinking of. Vertigo Pulse, not Blinding Pulse. Very well then. I shall have your Blinding Pulse. Mining for Lona is tempting. What's Lona's skill at mining currently? 12. It's probably not worth investing in that, not at that kind of cost. Don't sell the females, Jake, just in case numbers take a beating. We already have Plo. And we have Levash. And we have Goka. We're fine on the females. And I don't want them breeding that alarmingly fast. They eat more food that way. So yes to Blinding Pulse. Forget the animal thingamajigger for now. Depart with us a couple of lungs and kidneys. I don't want venom fangs. I got these drill arms that aren't really doing anything for me, so I'd be as well just selling those off while I can. Bionic leg, yes please. Gastroanalyzer. Tempting. It speeds up cooking. Now I don't know if that improves your cooking speed at making drugs, but it could be a nice thing for John. But I'd rather he had an aesthetic nose than a gastroanalyzed nose. Psychic Insanity Lance, yes please. Gold, yes please. I might as well sell this harpsichord. It's not doing anything for me but taking up space. Same with this harp. And that leaves me with a bit of a deficit here. So what else can I sell them? The answer is jelly. I'll sell them a bunch of silver because my trade price improvement isn't that great. It's not worth selling off my jelly. I'd rather sell silver, which doesn't have a changing value to it. There we go. Now it's a difficult question of who gets a bionic leg. It's also a difficult question of, is John gonna pop his bleeding clogs? John, I think in times like this we can permit our leader to enjoy a beer. Where's the beer? Why is there no beer? Where's the beer? Ah, the beer's in the drugs cabinet-ish thing. Alright, dump that stuff that you have right now. Someone else can clean it up. You're a bigger man than that. He's still hauling that lance, apparently, though. Other people will do that, John. You go and drink a beer. This golden plate armor is currently becoming a liability because few people want to buy it. We'll have to set off on an expedition to sell it at some point, but I was going to do that when John got his upgrade, wasn't I? I'm sure I had a way of dealing with that. Alright, John, he cracks open a beer. It's not a big beer, I think it's just 300 mils. But just like that, his mood is going to go so much better. There we go, alcoholic warmth. I feel just a bit more relaxed after that drink, that's good. You know, I bet John would like another beer. Well, let's give him another one. Drink another beer, John, it'll be good for you. Ah, there we go. Quite inebriated. I feel a bit wobbly, and this is quite enjoyable. So he's a wee touch tipsy now. Pain goes down, which is good because the pain was killing him. His consciousness goes down. Not much to say about that. He's well tended to. He'll be okay. And Plo is pregnant and ZOZ can get up. In that case, ZOZ's not allowed to keep sleeping there. Clear. Indoor animals. Don't go there. Oh god, ZOZ is mating despite all those injuries. The old 1 liter buzz for John. He'll very clumsily harvest this hay, and he's actually reducing the yield of it. But that's alright, leader does as leader will. The trail of blood is back. Terrifying. At least I can finally haul these incendiary shells and these reinforced barrels that we've had lying around here. Hope John doesn't end up with a hangover. I need him to be able to speak to the next bunch of guests that come around wanting exotic goods. Or rather, I want their exotic goods. Oh, that's an opportunity waiting to happen. Health. Is health the closest and most useful for this? Yes, he is. Health, I need you right now over here shooting that thrumbo. You could make it no, it's not an insanity lance. That's what we're looking for. Not my problem, says Health, and it's really not. That's one very dead thrumbo, though. Well, not dead. Hopefully not dead. I want it to go down and not die. Come on, go down, go down! Okay, excellent. It did go down. Go and rescue that thrumbo. I don't have a lot of medicine to give this thrumbo. I might have to give it human medicine. Thrumbos can take one hell of a beating. Now, I could carve it up, but I would actually quite like this thrumbo to be friendly with us. Hey, it could be Health's friendly thrumbo. Health can start patching it up. Maybe I will give it real person medicine. But that reduces the chance of me bonding with it. But it also reduces the chance of it dying. Alright, you know what? It's going to be good for a wee while. Health, just get to it. I reckon it won't die, and there's a 0.4% chance on each of these that it's going to bond with Health. Now, Health's not an animal kind of person. Not at all, really. They're just a beginner when it comes to animals. However, if an animal bonds with you, you can still command it regardless of your animal skill, but just that specific one. Which kind of makes me think Nyx should be dealing with this, because Nyx is the one that actually goes out on adventures, but Nyx... maybe Nyx should be the one to do this. Again, Nyx is the one that heads out on adventures. Nyx, you come over here and take over. And if it doesn't work, at least I keep the animal contained in here so Lona can continue to feebly attempt to befriend it. I have 17 animal skill, says Lona. I know, but that's not going to impact your ability to tend to this animal. Okay, good, it's going to live. That's a lot of 0.4% shots at it, but it's still only a 0.4% shot apiece. Impressive ability to tend to them, Nyx. Hopefully they're down because of pain shock and will remain that way. If they get back up, that's a problem for us. Or they probably will get back up. No, they're actually choosing to sleep. That's going to make it easier for Nyx to tend to them. So you should have learnt like this thrumbo did. Ooch, a bugger. Painful, spine-shattering shot from a sniper rifle. Good thing you were a big animal that can handle that. 200 hit points on a spine is crazy. Voomer, why are you not getting it on with John? You love him. Psychically, but you do love him. I should have gotten that aesthetic shaper for John, then he would have been It would have been a hot commodity. Nix, the colonist, tending to it. It's his best chance to be considered useful and a permanent part of the colony instead of 2 steps away from being a head in a spike. Yeah, there's another thought of it. Bonds to Nix, that's going to be a pain. Because we're not very bonded to Nix. Nix just doesn't have the luck that we need, does he? Oh, but distant gold is nice. Are you inebriated still? No, no hanger for him either, which is rather nice. And his talking is okay. I'm sure John will be able to talk to these people, but I'll give it a little bit. Jings Malings, Nix, could you not just bond with the poor animal that you're saving their life, but not managing to bond with it? That poor eye of theirs. It's impressive how an eye has twice the durability of a human's body, but it got mangled up quite badly. It's okay, it won't impact very much on its ability to fight. And I'm still intent on taming this beast. When it gets up, of course. Paces and rings her hands. How does one approach royalty? Confidently, of course. Oh, the mining site is bleeding miles away. Tell you what, find us some jade for a change. We've all seen plenty of... Oi, Meowzilla, that's not your seat. Ah well, everyone's got stuff to do. Lona tried to bring the Thrumbo under control. The Thrumbo refused. Well, Nix, you've really been at this, and you have failed to bond with the animal. Yet another in Nix's long line of failures. You're even feeding it our precious kibble. Oh, it's up and on the go. Oh well, getting back to the old way of doing it, we're going to have to try and just convince it to join us and hope that it doesn't snake its way out of here. Deep drill is sorely tempting, but I have no idea where I could place it because I don't have a ground penetrating scanner. And I can't exactly steal those, again, very sadly. Pain stopper, field hand, bunch of components. So far, we've not had any of these animals that we've contained in here try to smash the walls down. They did just leave when this was conveniently open for them. It's a bit sad to see John making kibble out of Jimmy, but at least in death he still serves the colony. Inspired taming would be nice. Drilling for chunks is an idea, but it's quite slow. Certainly slower than just mining things out. Oh, that's right, John was meant to go and talk to these people. John is still really peeved off, though. Probably because he hasn't killed anybody in ages. Well, for now, just go and talk to them, then I'll let you have a smoke or something. And then we'll talk to these combat suppliers as well. It doesn't ban meat eating, but it does ban elephant meat eating, or rather we'll be very unhappy if we eat meat from an elephant. And his Baron-specific clothes that he wants to wear, he would like to wear... He'd like to wear a coronet or prestige stuff on his head. Hopefully that would be overwritten by the religious things that we have. Otherwise, I guess he wants no, it's just a cape or a coronet that he's after. Not willing to give him either. I like the hat that he has right now. We could sell Igor off, but we won't. That jelly could go, but what do they offer me? I don't like reinforced barrels, just get rid of those. No, if I have a mortar, I should keep one to restore its functionality. I'll sell the ones that are worth more money, though. Vertigo Pulse I already have, Wall Raise I already have. Joy Wire. Tempting, but no, it really impacts on someone's consciousness. Get rid of a couple of these elephant tusks. I have a few too many, but they don't have a lot to give me, sadly. I guess they have that gold. But otherwise, they offer me very little. Guess I'm keeping my reinforced barrels. How disappointing. I'm looking for more of these things, but again, Vertigo Pulse, don't need it. I already have it. Assuming that's what this is, yeah. Yeah, forget that. John, I know you like to be the big man doing all this work around here, but you need to chill out. Have a smoke. A smoke will... Oh, no, not flake, not flake, not flake. Smoke a smoke leaf joint. That'll make you feel better. Well, hopefully somebody comes along that John can kill. That'll cheer him right up. For now, though, he's just going to roll one up, smoke it good, and I'm like stoned, man. And then he goes to have a lovely, comfortable night's sleep. Although it could be more comfortable. I wish you could get a wife for Igor, but then we'd be inundated with little babies. And then again, I could sterilize one of them. They wouldn't have little babies. Was that a potential wife for Igor? Come on, Lona. Give it your all. I know it's not easy. These thrombos are, yeah, 1.7, but still a failure. Ah, we have a combat supplier going for us. Go and talk to them, John, and that'll let your mood go up, because whilst you're sleeping, you don't appreciate being high. What do you have? Combat supplier, but that could mean anything. Oh, it means I can get rid of my bump here. Get rid of that uranium axe, much as I like... Well, no, that uranium axe is good for combat. Get rid of, say, this assault rifle that's doing nobody any good. And maybe ditch some of this flak stuff that I have. I got a bit much of it at this point. A poor flak jacket, some normal flak vests. Another poor flak jacket. Simple helmets are not so good. Flak helmets are pretty damn good, though. I can get rid of that normal shield belt. It's not doing me any good. It's a shame that he won't take my fancy golden armor, though, and it's a bigger shame that he doesn't have a Persona Zeus hammer for me, though. Persona Zeus hammer would be lovely. I know you're looking at that Doomsday rocket launcher, but it's not worth the money. Not when we already have a good rocket launcher. He sells medicine, which is quite nice, but also quite expensive. Certainly more expensive than just making it ourselves. Are you sure the armor is in range? No, I'm not sure. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not. In spite of that, he doesn't sell anything that would make me want to part with that armor for it. Yeah, I guess I'm just taking his silver then. Really not more I could sell him. Ah, the problem is all my weapons are outside of range. I mean, I can make this deal, but the issue is... Where is that? That's you there, and it's outside of range of these, which is where I'm keeping a lot of my weapons. So I would probably be... it would probably be beneficial to build a copy of it over, say, here, and another one in here, and even another one in here, so I can sell all that food and stuff. These things don't need a lot of power, so it's certainly worth the investment. Meowzilla, that's work for you to do. Now get on it. I've never had a Persona weapon. In what way are they better than regular weapons? They have straight up better stats, and they have one or two different traits to them. Illustration's one, for example, his Logamar here, has neural cooling, so that's a very good dissipation of neural heat. And it's a permanent bonus to his mood with kind thoughts. A pretty good one at that. I think it's +6. There we go. Whispering kind thoughts to me. Holy moly. Perfect. Lona is able to tame a Thrumbo. Which Thrumbo? Preferably the one that's not all banged up. Lona, do you think you could do that right now? No, well, you'll get to one of them. That's amazing. We'll be able to get one of these two Thrumbos. Maybe I could take the injured one off of taming for now. Actually, it doesn't really matter which one we get. Neither of them. Well, you have that mangled scar. You are slightly less desirable than the other one. What a well-timed inspired taming there, Lona. Thank you. And when you use that, I'm going to make John give a speech, so we have a slight chance of getting some more, getting another happiness boost out of you. Inspiration boost, that's it, not happiness. Don't care about your happiness right now. Meanwhile, we're still gathering more chunks. Good to keep an eye on that. We actually have a decent number of slate. Could be more decent. But I do need to bring this wall out just a little bit. And I will regrettably want to smooth the surface. And give John a nicer floor here. Because if he doesn't get a big enough room here, he's going to be unhappy. Apparently that's not enough slate. I can make up the difference with marble, although I'd rather not. Is there really not more slate that we can go and take? If I went out and took over this logging site, there'd be more for us. Or I could take over this ancient complex. That's probably a better idea. Go to the ancient complex, steal whatever's there. If raiders come, all the more to kill for. Jake, the beacons have been built. Well, that was fast. John, I know you enjoy making kibble out of Jimmy. Let's go and talk to our combat supplier and see what we can't get out of them. Oh, John's movement speed heavily impacted by those bruises he took to the leg. That was lucky though. It's very easy that you just straight up lose a leg when one of these centipedes come and get you. I owe a lot of thanks to that tough skin gland that we gave John. It kept him alive and kept him literally on his feet. So now I can actually sell off that jelly, for example. But more interesting to me is getting rid of some of the... Did I actually set up the ones next to the weapons? I did, okay. Because I want to get rid of some of my garbage weapons. Awful knife is fine because it's good for the fights. Actually, maybe stronger weapons would be good for the fights. Make people kill each other that bit faster. In any case, I don't need these... Oh, they're barely worth anything to sell. That rifle's worth something. These LMGs are worth something. They're better as presents. They're a lot more valuable to me as presents. And what else am I willing to give this guy? That plate armor is worth so much money, but he doesn't have the money to give me for it. And he doesn't have the value in anything else for it. I should smelt that silver warhammer. Get the silver out of it if nothing else. There's too much steel around here and no place for it. Alright, tell you what, this can be a place for just straight up steel. But it's only normal importance. Smelt weapon. What weapon are we smelting here? I'm only smelting, what was it, the axe? Or was it a hammer? It's that silver warhammer. Yes, please smelt that hammer. Somebody will get around to that. Probably Mewzilla. Meowzilla. Don't wall yourself in there now, Meowzilla. That seems like an accident waiting to happen. There we go. We got Thrumbo in here. That is excellent. Thrumbo, you're on indoor animals. You will be tamed properly, and oh, no nice medicine for everybody here. I need somebody who's going to be another one of our mating Thrumbos. Uranium is one of the best for blunt weapons. Maybe it's the best. Plasteel might be a bit better, but I'm not sure. Well, we have Tarther here, so it makes sense to me that we also have one called Taciturn. Chunk of Jade? Where is it? Oh, again, way up in the mountains. It's the downside of settling in mountains. Half of your place out here, if you want to go caravanning, is full of them. Oh, I saw some love going on between Thrumbos there. The lifespan of a Thrumbo is hundreds of years. 220 is the life expectancy, but animals can live well beyond that. That's just generally around the age that they start developing bad things like cataracts, fragility, bad spines, cancers. Otherwise, though, they're good to go. John's still cutting up things. Well, that's good. I need that slate chunked up. On that note, is there much more slate for me, or is it all just granite? Slate is useless for a lot of things, but that makes it useful for a floor. Because floors have no good. Even if you use marble on the floor, it's not particularly good. Oh, how long until Meowzilla just sticks himself in there? Have you considered building a perimeter around the dam, Alpha Beaver Magnet Tree? Nah. Well, I suppose I've considered it, but I'm not doing it. I am watching that hay of mine go down a bit, though. When these psychoids are ready to be harvested, which I notice that they are, I will switch this out for more hay. Probably just here for now, actually. Hay grass. I don't want to run into the point where this starts going down very fast and I don't have a good load of hay to replace it with. Meowzilla, don't you be sticking yourself in there now. I'll get rid of that blueprint so he still has somewhere to go to and from. Poor Jimmy died just to rot away in storage. We made kibble out of plenty of Jimmy. He's fine. Good to see that it stays nice and frozen in here. I don't want to tempt Randy here, but come on man, you can do better than this. I'm not just living, I'm thriving, and what are you going to do about it? I mean, maybe he's feeling sorry for all those times that he turbo-raided me, but we saw through it, nobody died. Radiation storm. I wouldn't even mind getting hit by that right now. It wouldn't really hurt me much. I could bring the outdoor animals indoors. We have plenty of food to see us through. I can emergency cut my crops. And I have oodles of food saved up for it. Any reason to use shelves to store the hay? I have deep storage on, so you can store a lot more hay in a tighter place here. Something I really don't like about RimWorld is this. Big rooms with crap on the floor. Now I only have this to show me when I have too much of one thing. And it's good to know I have too much cotton, but that stuff can always be put to use. Camel hide, I mean I could store a camel hide over here, but not too fussed about that. Yeah, I just do not like the way that they just put things all over the floor. Okay, even Kaira's nice and healed up. ZOZ is almost there as well. In fact, I could probably go back to zoning indoor animals back to here. And then if Lona does that, they'll start going to their beds if they need to go to bed. That'll help ZOZ heal up a bit faster, I think, as well. Believe it or not, I do care about mine. God, Meowzilla's good at what he does. Are there fancy doors for things like throne rooms, gold or uranium or jade or whatever? I could give him a fancier door than a slate door, but the reason the throne room isn't good enough is because it's not big enough. The level of its spaciousness is far too low. So that's why Meowzilla's working on that. Even once I do this, I'm going to have to fine floor up this as well, which will be unfortunate. Because it all needs to be fine floored, or else John will not accept becoming a count, or rather the Imperium will not accept his count status. What a lot of work. There we go, and now we can build that wall as well. That is so slow to do, it's painful. Oh no, no, Meow, you idiot! that's a dwarf fortress moment. What are you gonna do now? Well, good Meowzilla, he sticks to his duty. He's gonna smooth those walls. Bedtime for Lona. Alright, farewell. Don't do any horrible accidents with those arms of yours. You know, I'm not going to bother smoothing that corner one. I'm not convinced it even matters. Oh, it does matter. Ooh, it's an unpleasant thing to look at. Alright, now we have an undignified throne room. And John, as if he didn't have enough mood problems already, actually feels pretty good. Oh, the pain went away. Good on him. He's healed up entirely after that rather horrible fight. Tempted to give him that bionic leg on his right leg, just to improve his moving there. But it would be better to give to someone who needs to be faster. Lona and Health are the prime people to give that bionic leg to. Ka-chunk. Fine slate tile. What do you mean we don't have enough stored? We will have enough stored. Time to get him a new middle toe. The thing is, Health runs around doing a lot of this. If Health were able to move faster between the crops, I'd get a lot more out of him having that bionic leg. But, you know, at that point he would have 3 of his 4 limbs replaced. I'm not sure how he'd feel about that. Probably not amazing. There we go, at least some of that could be dealt with, but I need this stuff ground down, all this slate chunks. John would be doing that, who wasn't too busy ruling over everybody. Now, speaking of you ruling over people, could you learn Blinding Pulse for us, please? It's just wasting space otherwise. Oh, we're getting right up there. Well, wealth is spiking up. I mean, each time we play the game a bit more, spikes up, spike. I like it. I like it a lot. I'll like it a bit more if I go out and raid this ancient complex, though. Maybe Lona and Nyx could do that come sunrise. Again, it's a shame because Lona's trying to train all these animals into doing our bidding. It's good to see the elephant training chances at 75% though. Those are the ones that need all the maintenance training. John, for God's sake, why are you and Voomer not getting it on? You've just failed me constantly at that. Yeah, people are wondering why the wealth is going down as well as up. When the expeditions leave, that counts as taking away from our wealth. And when they come back, of course, everything they bring back boosts it back up. Orlov, there's a lot of hauling to be done. It's harvest season. 'Tis the harvest moon. Ugh, who said you could go to sleep? Oh, that's right, this excellent bed doesn't give you quite as much rest as this one did. But I can't tear them away from beds. The game sets them to sleep with each other. But if you take it away, you can't reset it. It's either an oversight or a bug. That is a lot of psychoid. One might even think it's too much psychoid. But that person doesn't have a drug empire. Boomer and John just need a chance to talk so they can woo each other. Boomer can't talk. Boomer is incapable of speaking because she's a mute. She prepares pets. One wonders how she communicates with the animals, probably through happy clicking noises. Who just dropped their trousers there? There we go, Meowzilla's finally in his element. Drugs at long last. Lots and lots of drugs. I'm gonna need some more cloth hampers for all these drugs at this rate. I guess it's not the worst thing if it stores up here and here, but hamper, cloth, a bit of steel, a bit of that. We'll put a couple of those in so that you can carry excess drugs in there, just to keep them cool. Because this is rather a lot of psychoid leaves. There we go. I can just copy this, paste it here, and make it one bit less important than the other one. Same with that. Paste there, less important. Is Meowzilla missing an eye? I gave them a bionic eye. That should increase, or will have increased their sight, which I believe helps with manipulation and such. Not manipulation, but I believe it helps with their crafting. Plague, huh? Not a big fan of plague, personally. But they'll go and get treated well. They shouldn't need to sleep through the plague. Good bit of tending, and they'll be okay. Oh, Voomer didn't want to... Oh, nobody wanted to deal with Mewzilla. Oh, Voomer did. How sweet. There you go. That should be fine. Yep, immunity is outstripping the seriousness of it, so that'll be okay. I assume Jake is force-feeding his slaves drugs at unhealthy levels to maintain their usefulness. I wish, but no, making them addicted to drugs is very dangerous. I could give Meowzilla some wake-up, and then he would be a drug-making machine. Wake-up is very dangerous, and I think I sold all my wake-up, sadly. That's probably why I sold the wake-up. Ooh, it's some dangerous stuff. But it is very good, especially if you want to do some art. It can make you very good at doing art. I don't think Orlov is getting tended to. Why would we tend to Orlov? Plus sides, they already got tended to. I gave them crummy medicine, though. They don't deserve real people medicine. That poor undignified throne room of yours, you're right, we do not yet have these things that we need. Because nobody's crafting them. Well, actually, I'd expect John to be crafting them. Health is faster at dealing with plants. John, you go and do some stone cutting. Clang, clang, clang. Well, I can actually really see how much faster Mewzilla is at this than you. If I suspend both of these, are you going to go and work on stone chunks? Good, 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 good. I think the speed difference there is something to be impressed by. And he needs those stone chunks to be building these anyway. Would it be worth gathering chunks for more floors in advanced to get ahead of upgrading the throne room? Yes, it would. That's why I want these chunks dealt with. I might actually just take these off for now, so that Meowzilla focuses on, watching telly? That's fine. The plague. I imagine people still get plague today, but it's hard, it's difficult to imagine. I can't imagine, it's just hard. There we go, health is just a machine at this. It's impressive to watch. I just hope Orlov continues gathering up everything we need. Because we need a lot of gathering done right now. No, they're going to sleep. They think they're allowed to sleep. Is anybody tending to these people? That's a no. Voomer, get up and go and tend to the... tend to everybody, please. Even Orlov. Unthinkable. Now, if I wanted to fall out with the Trier Confederation just to make John happy, I could abduct and murder these people. Oh, well, now that's a catch. Nora? No health conditions, fast learner, neurotic and nimble? You tempt me greatly, but I'll let you pass us by. Sus kind, depressive night owl. Awful. With a bad back. Jings, one of them got all the luck. Most of plague cases are confined to Glasgow, says Betty Swole. Ah, Betty Swallocks. What a play on words. Up and at him, Orlov. There's hauling to be done. Actually, you're hauling blocks around. I need you hauling, you're hauling medicine as well. No, what I need you to do is haul all these psychoid plants. No empty accessible stop. What? Did I not paste in the setting for... Oh, I see my problem here. This was never pasted here to begin with. There we go. That was my fault and not Orlov's, but I'll blame Orlov anyway. That's another thing you have a slave for. And they can haul an impressive amount of psychoid leaves. Again, largely because I keep them mostly naked. The body strap is the only thing weighing them down, otherwise they have almost the full 35 kilos to haul this stuff and bring back. Less the pick up and haul mod. And just like that, they fill that stuff up. You'd think Orlov would be a bit more focused on saving the drugs. The thing is, once these are full, he doesn't have a lot of places to put the drugs. Well, once Meowzilla's done grinding up all this slate, I'll have what I need to fill this in. I could use other blocks, but I want it to look nice and uniform with the slate. Even though the new people that move in probably won't appreciate that. That should be plenty for you. I'll unsuspend these. And we'll have some more lovely slate flooring. Try saying that over and over again. Yeah, that should be enough. Still need 22 and I got 25. Damn near perfect. And there, thanks to the improved size of this place, it's become extremely impressive throne room. It still needs a bit more though, sadly. But it's not going to get more space. It's going to be a bit harder to make it more impressive than this. There's a mod for beating prisoners. You don't need a mod for beating prisoners, you can just go and beat prisoners. John is, speaking of beating prisoners, John wants to do some of that. He is ready to pop. Boomer, if you'd be so kind, get tending. Good thing I keep all this medicine, by the way. You might have noticed that Boomer's reached 17 in medical multiple times now. That's because Boomer... they're so high in medical that it degrades quite a lot. They never did hit level 20 in intellect, but that's a difficult thing to get to. What does plague do to people anyway? Plague gives consciousness down, manipulation down, but otherwise it's fine. These people are gonna come out laughing from the plague. Build jade fences in the throne room for easy impressiveness. Is it really so good? I wouldn't be surprised if a newly added thing is that easy to make use of, but fence, jade fence. Oh, it's very cheap and very beautiful. Damn, that is easy. I'm worried that it would take up a little too much space, though. But that is so cheap. What if I make them out of gold? 20 beauty. That is just weird. The fences are too cheap to make out of fancy materials. I like to limit the amount of people I have on my maps, Ooglu. I like to limit it to 7. Sometimes I go up to 8, but I like to keep it at 7. Otherwise, it's hard to care about them as individuals. It does mean that the colony doesn't run as well as it could, but it also offsets the fact that I don't use the increased death on down thing. I think that's just daft, but that is my opinion to have. Also, I am missing that one slate block. John, could you make one of them, please? That's all we need out of you. Part of his mood problem is the undignified throne room. They're very quick to get unhappy about things. The Imperials, that is. So he needs that improved upon. I think he needs that to be 180, doesn't he? Oh no, he only needs 160. When that is put in, we might even reach it. And if we don't, I could just shove in one of these... Thought I had a spare statue roaming around. I can probably shove this good one in. Could put it over there if nothing else. Yeah, Zilla, this needs to be done ASAP. Ooh, a Thrumbo calf has come out. And an elephant calf, we care less about that. Out you go, elephant calf. But we like Thrumbo calves. We train them up and we keep them in here. They're slaves for consumption, not people, but yes, I know you like to keep low pawns. I play the same way. Very good. Still a little low here. I just need that statue brought in and hopefully that'll be enough. I don't recall having such big difficulty making the impressiveness high enough, but there we go. John, you can finally reach the level you were born to be at. Right in the middle of the night as well. And just as he reaches level 15 in plants as well. People are moving suspiciously slowly. Now I would love to just abduct this guy. He's got 2 neuroformers on him, but he is very heavily defended and I would make myself quite a lot of enemies this way. Wait, failed? Oh, I bet you brought in some filth or something and that brought down how nice this place was. Oh, that's grim. Lona, that is so grim it's an insult. Man the elephants. Man the everything that can fight. These people are not getting away with such an insult. Over my dead body. Yeah, 2 arms indeed. Get over here, animals. Need you now more than ever. Taciturn. Taciturn's not coming. Close that door. Don't let him in. Don't let him out, rather. There you go. Come on, elephants. There's work to be done. John, you're going to be needed here as well. Take the big chief alive. Where is he? Theodosa, old, frail, dying individual. Now, John's pretty good at arresting people. I'm going to have him arrest the big guy. Who is it? Theodosia. Lona, those animals are going to go on a rampage as soon as we can. Come on, John. He's going to get to his shuttle. John, he's getting to his shuttle. Get him. There we go. Right. You insult me, I insult you. I'm gonna rip these people to shreds. Now, unfortunately, they've got a good bit of a hiding spot there. Kyra's going to join in. Seator is still taking up the rear there. Lona, no point in having you just hang around and not fight as well. Take down Kale. Oh, away goes the shuttle. The shuttle guy's having none of this. Oh boy, they shot Plo something fierce with that charge shot. That's a little dangerous, them being in there like that. But John's taking them away. They're trying to flee. Well, good luck with the fleeing. Good luck, I say. How you feeling now, Kale? Bet you don't feel so good. While you're at it, I'm having that everything of yours. Gonna start by capturing you. Does that mean permits are now invalid? Yes, it does. Means a lot of things. Bring him down. Bring them all down. Who else is there? Ergi Watsits. Bring him over as well. This Insult. I'm having none of it. Mavrionis, capture him too. Dare you enslave them? I don't quite know what I'm going to do with them yet. At least I took the big cheese in one piece. Somebody else there needs to be capped. Nix, are you free to do anything? Orlov? Once you're done with that, go and cap the other guy. Took them all alive, which was rather nice, and they had the decency to not biocode their equipment. Good. Very good. By the way, John, why don't you bestow yourself this Psylink? Actually, he won't. I'll keep those Psylinks for somebody else. Lona, I think you're long overdue getting a bit of psychic ability yourself. And we just have a couple of pieces for you right now. Also, nice L-Tech staff. Let's get hauling that whilst we can. And Lona, you can come off of that. And we shall see to our friends here. I limit myself to 7 people on one map continues to release the All-Infant Army. They're better than people, don't you know? Alright, alright. We've got these people in our care, and I'm going to show them the utmost of care. They've sadly all got death acidifiers on them. I was hoping for some other nice pieces to be had. Oh, that is a biocoded charge lance. Are you being taken to by anybody? Orlov is taking care of that. I'm sure they'll get around to it. Right, I will figure out what to do with these people, but I will figure out what to do with them on the next stream, because I got a skedaddle. Got engagements this evening. At least I hope I do. Imagine one of these texts is saying, actually, plans cancelled. Doesn't appear to be, so I shall ready up for that. Unnatural selection save, and until I'm back with this at a currently unknown time, could be tomorrow, could be the next day, I'll update the schedule as soon as I know. Okay, it won't be Sunday, I already moved something there. I don't know what the wild card will be. There's a decent chance that it's not RimWorld, but we will see. Until I am back though, it's a cheers and a cheerio.